McCarthy's shrieking denunciations and fear-mongering had created a climate of fear and suspicion across the country, raising the question in households across the nation: who are the un-American Americans amongst us? Any man who's been named by either a senator of a committee or a congressman is dangerous to the welfare of this nation. President Eisenhower refuses to engage directly with McCarthy. In a letter to his brother, however, Eisenhower explains, as for McCarthy, only a short-sighted or completely inexperienced individual would urge the use of the office of the presidency to give an opponent the publicity he so avidly desires. Time and time again, without apology or evasion, I and many members of this administration have stood for the right of the individual, for free expression of convictions, even though those convictions might be unpopular, and for uncensored use of our liberties, except as dictated by common decency.
Yvette!
I didn't see you come in. You frightened me half to death.
Wouldn't want to do that. There are so many better ways to die. Is everything ready? Good. Cook!
Call, sir.
Everything on schedule.
Dinner will be served at 7:30 sharp.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I've been awfully rude. You've probably no idea why you're here, do you? You see, it is a butler's job to make sure that everybody is comfortable, and judging by the looks on your faces, I'd venture to guess you haven't got a clue. Not to worry, though. You're not alone. In the words of Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, we are all in this together. Well, not you. You are not in this together with us, Connor Van Houten. I hope you understand that over the course of this evening, you will feel excluded. And it is my job to do so. At any rate, not to worry. If my calculations are correct, the guests should be arriving right about now. Right on schedule. You have your instructions. Good. Let the game begin. Good evening, sir.
Evening. I'm not sure if I'm in the right.
Yes, indeed, you are expected, Colonel.
How did you know who I am?
It is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
No, my name's actually.
I believe
Colonel.
that tonight it is recommended you use a pseudonym.
No, thank you, sir. I took an antihistamine before I came.
May I take your umbrella, hat, and coat, sir?
Oh, sure, yeah. Be careful with that. A little delicate. No machine wash. You're expecting someone else?
Indeed, yes. Good evening, madam.
You know who I am.
Only that you are a socialite, to be known this evening as Mrs. White.
Yes, that's what it said so in the paper. But why?
Mrs. White, may I introduce you to the maid, Yvette? I see you two know each other.
We've never met.
In that case, Mrs. White, please feel free to warm yourself in the lounge.
Why? Do I look cold?
A bit.
Oh, hello.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm hardly pleased to meet anyone.
Miss Peacock, I presume.
Oh, yes, that's me.
Cook, will you please grab Mrs. Peacock's pets? Are those foxes? What is that?
Yeah, they are, actually.
Draw it.
What are you doing?
I see you two know each other.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this woman before in my life. Would you like it to me? Oh, no, thank you. My lips belong to the Lord. Yes, they do.
Please feel free to make yourself comfortable. This way.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I have something
How nice.
Oh, it's okay. I said we treated like the big great lollipop. Oh.
Hold that thought right there, Mrs. Peacock. I'll be with you in a moment. You will find the guests behind you. Well, behind you. No.
Oh my. Oh, would you look at the detail of this molding? Oh, this is quite a magnificent mansion, ain't it? Ah! Who are you? Welcome to the party.
This is turning out to be quite the crowd.
Is this the right address to be made? Sorry.
Please come in.
I suppose this letter had to be rather, yes?
You must be Mr. Green.
Yes, that is exactly what I am.
Come in, sir.
This isn't at all what I expected.
I find that if you expect nothing, you are never truly disappointed.
Oh, I'm not disappointed.
Please arrive at 7:30 sharp on Saturday evening. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
If you say so.
Well, and I thought I'd seen everything.
Miss Scarlet, I was unaware that you and the professor were acquainted.
We're not. The bridge is washed out from the rain. My car broke down and this professor offered to give me a ride. I didn't realize we were headed to the same place until we arrived.
How was the drive, sir?
It's a long haul.
Indeed, it is a long haul. But after all, it is a rather large house. This way, please.
Say, what is this godforsaken place anyway?
This old place is Botti Manor. Dinner will be served shortly.
Oh, good. I'm starving.
Funny, I haven't much of an appetite at all.
My, this really is a party.
Well, greetings, all. It's a pleasure for you to see me.
Oh.
There's so many of you, I didn't realize there would be. So.
Right then. We're all here. Colonel Mustard,
Right then.
Miss Scarlet, Mrs. White,
Yes.
Professor Plum,
Right.
Mr. Green,
That's it.
and Mrs. Peacock.
How do you do?
Greetings. I am Wadsworth, the butler. Tonight, as you may have surmised, none of you are being addressed by your real name, a courtesy your host has kindly provided. I suggest that you follow in his lead and refrain from revealing too much about yourselves this evening. You never know when.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dinner.
Dinner. That was more like a cocktail minute.
You were saying you never know when what?
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 This way, please. Everyone gather up. You know, we really ought to keep her waiting. Cook can get rather cranky. This way to the dining room. You'll find your names beside you each of those seats. Please be seated.
Oh my, the cutlery is gorgeous. Oh, this is my Right there. Yeah, this knife.
Yes, mine's okay.
That says Scarlet.
I thought I told you dinner was served.
Hey, this seat at the head of the table. This one for you.
Indeed, no, sir. I do not sit. I am merely a humble butler.
What exactly do you do?
I butler, sir.
All right, Butler, what's all this about, this dinner party?
Ours not to reason why. Ours but to do and to die.
Die?
Merely quoting, sir, from Alfred Lord Tennyson.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you like Kipling, Colonel?
Sure. I'll eat anything. Anyways, if that seat's not for you, who's it for? Is it our host? When's he coming?
All in good time, sir.
What's that smell? It smells familiar. Chuck's face. Oh, my favorite! I know. Bon appetit. Oh, this is delicious! Okay. Well, what I'm trying to say is that I have no idea what we are doing here, but I'm so very intrigued. The soup is delicious!
I know who you are. I work in Washington.
Washington. So you must be a politician's wife, Miss Endicott.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, who's your husband? Maybe I know him. Oh, okay. Mrs. White, you've been awfully quiet. What does your husband do? Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
What does he do?
He just sits around on his back all day.
How lazy. Not necessarily.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I sat on the ground. I'm sorry. I'm a bit accident. I'm sorry.
That would be $5, mister.
Sorry?
Mr. Gray, what do you do in Washington?
I would rather not say. I like to play by the rules.
Oh, wow! If I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going, we would all just be sitting here. And embarrassed. Silence.
Are you afraid of silence, Miss Bigcup?
Yes. I mean, no. Why?
Well, in my professional opinion, I'd like to say that you suffer from something we like to call pressure of speech
Is that an official diagnosis?
Are you a doctor?
in psychological medicine.
Ah, so do you still practice?
Not anymore. I currently work for the government.
Ah, another politician.
Not exactly. I do research for a little organization. You know them?
Who?
Oh, a branch of the United Nations organization, the World Health Organization.
Oh, you know who.
It's not.
Right. I have a sister who was a gymnast.
You are a real colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Well, Colonel, aren't you going to mention a coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C.?
How did you know that?
Oh, I've seen you before.
So, Miss Scarlett, I'm assuming that means that you also live in Washington, D.C.?
Sure do. Wait, does anyone here not live in Washington?
Oh, then it's about the Red Scare.
I'm not a communist, I'm a Republican!
What? I've had enough of this! Where's our host? What does he want from us? Why have we been brought here? What's going on?
Speak of the devil. I will be with you in a moment, sir.
Hey, I've got an idea. Good thinking, Miss Starling. What are we doing?
The acoustic couple lies on the door sound from one side to the other.
Good evening, sir. You are eagerly awaited.
Good evening, Wadsworth. Have guests all here?
Indeed, sir, in the dining room.
Right, on schedule then. I'll meet you in the study, as planned.
May I take your bags?
No, Wadsworth. I'll keep them with me.
They contain more evidence, I assume.
Never assume, Wadsworth. It's much more fun to be surprised.
Sounded like the ocean.
Okay! For goodness sakes, Wadsworth! Who was at the door? I demand to know what's going on!
Can I interest any of you in fruit or dessert?
No! I mean, no.
In that case, might I suggest that we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, at which point I believe our newly arrived host will reveal his intentions. Your letters will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Basketball.
Also, I love music, especially in the white. I'm sure you can do it.
This makes no sense to roll tonight. How can we turn it away? Well, where is our host?
He's not here. Nobody is here. What's happening? Cigarette? It'll calm your nerves. Oh, no thanks. I don't smoke. I don't.
For WWAD and SWAT.
For Wadsworth. Open after dinner. It's for you.
Thank you. Right then. Are you all comfortable?
Make a good living. Oh, out with it, Wadsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, my instructions are clear.
I'm glad something is.
Seems the six of you all received the same letter. It will be to your advantage to be present on this date, because a Mr. Botti will bring to an end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability.
That's probably what it says. I could read.
As a matter of fact, you all have one thing in common.
I get it. That Tyron McCarthy. We're all being blacklisted, aren't we?
Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, all of you have been paying what you can afford, and in some cases more than you can afford, to someone who threatens to expose you.
Oh, please! What's someone got to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday! Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Until tonight, none of you knew who was blackmailing you. But now I am certain that even the less discerning amongst you have reasoned in the last several moments that it was, of course, Mr. Botti himself.
Who is this fellow anyway?
Not because of my blood.
Who is this body fellow, you brutish butler?
Who Mr. Botti is of no concern of yours. Suffice it to say, he is a supporter of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he finds that your activities have been decidedly un-American.
I
This evening is to expose your secrets to each other, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
We hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Can't you spare us the embarrassment?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. White. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
It says here, you were once professor of psychiatry, specializing in pathological lying lunatics, dealing with delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but no, I work for the U.S. government.
So your work has not changed. But you cannot practice medicine anymore, Professor, can you? Your license has been revoked.
Why? What'd he do?
You know how male doctors aren't supposed to date their lady patients?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did.
How awful! Someday there will be a reckoning for men like you. I hope so.
Me too.
You're disgusting.
Are we making moral judgments, Miss Peacock?
No! I would never say
How
that.
then do you justify taking bribes in exchange for delivering Senator Peacock's notes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There is nothing sinful about that.
Not if it's publicly declared, but if cash were to pass under the stall door at Old Emmett's Grill. How would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks. When were you in that man's room?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie!
But you've been paying the blackmail for over a year to keep the story out of the papers. Seems a little bit sticky, no?
We'll see.
Well, I believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
Yeah, as am
So
I.
am I.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed.
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
And what exactly is it you did, Miss Scarlett?
I run a non-governmental agency that handles classified affairs.
Classified affairs in Washington? No way.
So, Miss Scarlett, I'm assuming that then is how you know Colonel Mustard. Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlett.
Well, you tell him that's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So it is true.
A double negative.
A double negative? You mean you have photographs?
That sounds like a confession to me, Colonel. As a matter of fact, the double negative has led to proof positive. You, sir, have given yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir. Colonel, it says here that you hold a sensitive security position at the Pentagon. Those negatives would certainly compromise such position.
And what position exactly were you caught in, Colonel?
This is an outrage.
Let's see who's next. Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmail ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want. I didn't kill him.
Why are you paying the blackmail?
I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another.
We had a humiliating confrontation. He had threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think what she meant is that he had threatened in public to kill her. It's confusing.
It was all over the papers.
And yet he was the one who died, Mrs. White. Not you. Not he.
It's true. He was found dead at home, unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so did his, But I didn't do it. I was out all evening at the movies.
What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
I like the story.
But he was your second husband, Mrs. White. Your first also disappeared.
Well, that was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
Well, he wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Mr. Green.
I don't need you to unmask me, Wadsworth. I know what you're going to say about me.
And what is that?
Mr. Green, European.
I'm not.
I beg your pardon?
You looked me dead in the eyes, and you said, you're a peeing? I'm not. You can check. How many more people are going to spread lies about me tonight? First you, then you. You people always spitting falsehoods.
Thank you, the Colonel. Mr. Green, there is evidence to call into more than just your European status. There's evidence to call into question your politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
You swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party, yet neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That's grounds for an ousting if there ever was.
Voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Mr. Green.
So there you have it.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A crooked politician's wife, a lascivious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, are you?
Depends on who you ask.
But if this body fellow is such a noble citizen himself, then why don't you just report us to the authorities, huh?
And give up the opportunity to make a quick buck. Professor, what could be more American than that?
Apple pie.
All right, Wadsworth. So we're being blackmailed by a renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
And where is this Mr. Body?
And what does he want from us?
Who cares? Because I'm not waiting around to find out. Because I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacock. You can stay in denial all you like, but you may never leave this house.
I am the wife of the great senator. You cannot tell me what to do. It's locked!
Indeed, all the doors to the house are locked. The windows are barred, and the grounds are patrolled by vicious dogs. There is no way out.
You can't do it! One of the amendments
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for this evening, and your blackmailer for life, Mr. Bottom.
Why are you doing this? What do you want? Money?
Yes. Well, how do you do?
Oh, Miss White in the study with her knee.
I've studied martial arts. Here we go.
There is one more piece of information that you may like to have.
What?
Look at that. The police are arriving in less than an hour.
The police hour?
Unless
what?
You all agree to double down.
And why would we agree to that?
Because if you don't, Miss Scarlet? Yes,
Scarlet.
I'll put this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings in the hands of the police, the press, and the House Un-American Committee. With the right spin, those fellows can make a commie out of anyone. And with this kind of evidence, some of you would face a lifetime in jail, and others, a lifetime of shame.
Why think you
Unless
what?
Well, there is something you could do for me that would just change the game. Something I can't bear to do myself.
What?
Why don't you all have a seat, please? Blackmail.
I don't have to do what you tell me.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna stand
Come on,
like a man.
Sorry, I'm okay. I'll just stand. You know, I'm fine standing. Sorry. God.
What's this all about, sir?
In this case, there are 6 packages that I thought our guests might find especially useful this evening.
Packages.
Presents, if you will. I'm a generous sort of fellow.
Are you?
Wadsworth, see to it that each of these guests receives 1 of the packages.
Certainly.
So I thought. Anyone want to take a guess as to what's in your present?
Perfume.
Candy.
A rare single malt Scotch whiskey.
You will.
We can share that.
Go ahead, open it.
A candlestick.
A wrench.
A lead pipe.
A dagger.
A revolver.
Oh, it's a rope, not a snake.
In your hands, you each have a lethal weapon. You all came here tonight because you believe the evidence against you was so terrible you would do anything to keep it a secret. Well, I'm putting that theory to the test.
You are.
I am. Mr. Wadsworth is the only other person that knows your secrets, and it's costing us all dearly to keep him quiet.
How do you mean?
Well, I wouldn't have to increase your blackmail if we didn't have to pay Mr. Wadsworth for his silence.
Wadsworth?
That is a lie.
He makes him suave and charming,
Thank you, sir.
but really he's conniving and manipulative.
False!
Why do you think he's called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to do so.
Did I? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can manage to get rid of Wadsworth by the end of tonight, I'll have no need to increase your blackmail or expose you to the authorities.
Get rid of him.
Doesn't mean kill him.
In fact, if you can eliminate Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that's what he means.
I'll eliminate your blackmail entirely, and we can be done with this terrible business once and for all.
You would never. Why make us do it, Body? Why don't you do your dirty work yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Why would I? When you're all so uniquely motivated and armed.
What a patriot.
After all I've done for you. Ladies and gentlemen, do not listen to him. He is a liar. I am not the butler. I am one of you. I am merely an indentured servant.
Familiar refrain. Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. Now's your chance. The police are on their way. The only way to avoid finding yourselves on the front pages and to be continuously blackmailed is for one of you to kill Wadsworth. Now.
It's Mr. Body!
Thank goodness.
Is he breathing?
Stand back. I'm a doctor. He's dead. I did.
So you shot him!
I did not.
Well, if you didn't, then who?
Someone took the gun from my hands whenever the lights went out. The next thing I knew, there was a shot.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right, there isn't. Look, there's a bullet lodged here.
Eagle eye, Miss Scarlet.
But if the bullet is lodged there, how is Body dead right there?
I don't know. I'm not a forensic expert.
Something else must have killed him.
One of us must have killed him.
Well, don't look at me. I didn't do it.
By my arm.
I
You saw
It was in my arms.
She can attest. I need a drink and I need it now.
No one else.
Why would we be okay. No. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. No!
Maybe Mr. Body was poisoned by his drink.
What? No! Please! I'm not supposed to die yet! You're supposed to die, not me!
Well, someone had to stop her screaming.
Well, what's the drink poison?
How should I know?
Looks like now we'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
The screams are coming from the billiard room. This way. Who's in there? Who's screaming? Yvette? Yvette, are you all right?
Yvette, are you alive?
So the murderer is here.
Where?
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
What took you so long?
Took me so long! This fucking old lady, may or may not have been poisoned. It is a miracle anywhere!
I heard you all to study. One of you was a killer.
Yvette, how could you hear us in this study?
I was listening. I have a tape recorder here connected to study. Mr. Bobby asked me to record your conversation.
And why would he ask you to do that?
For more evidence, of course. Watchers will be at your secrets to study. Now they are all recorded.
What a snake! Yvette, you gotta let me in there, man. I need to destroy those tapes.
What body?
Body's body!
Oh, yeah.
But Yvette, why were you screaming in there all by yourself?
Because I was frightened. Last one of you was a killer. Mr. Bobby is dead.
Yvette, we have to find out which one of them did it.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Which one of they?
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, I wouldn't have done it, but I wouldn't actually know. I would have done it, but I didn't have access to a weapon.
Don't say that.
Oh, I got
that
the
was right.
Maybe it wasn't one of us.
Who else could it have been?
Who else is in this house?
Well, as far as I can tell, the ghost's not here.
Oh, Ma! Would you look at this kitchen?
You know, my husband and I had a very similar kitchen like this in our first brand new stuff.
It has such a homey feel, doesn't it? Oh.
It's the cook.
With a dagger in her back.
Someone must have killed her.
I didn't do it.
This makes two what? Murders.
I hate murders!
I think you'd better explain yourself, Wadsworth.
Me!
Yeah. Who else would want to kill the cook?
Hot dinner wasn't that bad.
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense. If I were the killer, I'd kill you next. I said it! Besides, there's only one admitted killer here, and it's not me. It's Mrs. White.
I've admitted nothing.
Oh, please. You paid the blackmail. How many husbands have you had?
Mine or other women's?
Yours.
5.
5?
But husbands should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Okay. You didn't do it. Who did? Who had the dagger?
It was Miss Peacock.
Okay, yes, but I put it down.
Where? In the cook?
No! In the study. One of us could have picked it up. I didn't pick it up.
I'm asking the question.
Okay, well, it must have been Mr. Green.
Get someone please help me!
Good Lord, get him off now.
Please, get
You know, you really ought to stand up for yourself, boyfriend. Come on.
my butt! Someone get my butt!
Your butt.
I'm trying! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my
Are we done?
Gentlemen, might I suggest that we take the cook's body and put it into the study?
Why?
Well, firstly, when the police arrive and they find this, we'll all be under arrest and under suspicion for murder. Secondly, I'm the butler. I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
It's just a dead body.
What do you mean, just a dead body? Yeah, was it on top of me? No, it wasn't on
Crazy. God. This kind of sucks. Think we can bring him back?
Oh, we can't bring him back.
The body's gone.
What are you all staring at?
Nobody.
What do you mean?
Nobody! Mr. Body's body is gone!
Maybe he wasn't really dead.
He was.
Well, you should have made sure.
I thought I had.
So was he dead or wasn't he?
Maybe he was dead, but one of you moved him.
Who would move him and why?
Well, if he's not here, then where is he?
Excuse me, all this excitement, I get it. Is there a little girl's room anywhere?
We met him.
Oh no, it's happening. Oh no. Down to hallway to there. See.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to be alarming, but we do currently have the very present issue of 2 dead bodies, 1 present, 1 missing, and the imminent arrival of the police.
The bridge is washed out. That should buy us some extra time. But I don't want extra time. I want the police to arrive. I'm trapped in this house of murderers.
If the police get here, the rest of us are doomed.
Wadsworth, am I correct in thinking that there is nobody else in this house?
No.
So there is somebody else in this house.
Sorry, I said no meaning yes.
No meaning yes?
Yes.
Look, I just need a straight answer.
Don't look at me.
What? Is there somebody in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No there is or no there isn't?
Yes.
Look, there seems to be some confusion about whether or not there is somebody else in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion, or there isn't anybody else.
I don't know.
I just need a clear answer.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Is there somebody else in this house?
No!
That's what he says. Does he know?
Look, we've got a killer on the loose. The missing dead body of Mr. Body, a cook with a dagger in her back, and all of these easily accessible weapons. The rope, the candlestick, the wrench, the revolver. Yes.
The knife.
Oh, yeah. It's all in there. Hey, where's the lead pipe? Someone get a gun from me! Where you back here?
Oh, he's so bloody.
Stand back. I'm a doctor. He's dead.
That's what you said the last time.
And I believe in second chances.
Mr. Body, dead again.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Don't fall on them, don't fall on them. It could have been worse. You could have been crushed.
Mrs. Peacock. Yes. Where did this all happen? He was in the bathroom. I got up and there he was. I burst. I thought he was attacking me. But then I realized he had just been left propped up in the doorframe, waiting to fall on somebody. Who would do such a thing?
Takes a lot of guts to kill someone twice.
It's what we call overkill. But why?
What's the difference?
Makes a difference to him.
Makes a difference to us. We've got to figure out who murdered him, where, and with what.
What are you doing? Oh. Don't touch it.
Oh! Seems like it was probably the lead pipe.
Wow.
10 points, Gryffindor.
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
You. The lead pipe belonged to you.
Yeah, and I dropped it on my way to the kitchen.
People don't just drop murder weapons.
Well, I didn't know it was a murder weapon when I dropped it.
So anyone could have picked it up.
Yes, anyone could have picked up the lead pipe, but the point we're trying to get across here is who picked up the lead pipe? Who picked up the lead pipe and then brutally murdered Mr. Botti with it in the study? Do you know who picked up the lead pipe? You are all sitting here when the lights went out. Do any of you know? Do you know what happened? You have seen any of this? You are all standing here. You are watching this show. You paid $5.
Pull it! While you lose your marbles, I'm over here trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
Body's briefcase is locked.
There must be a key.
Mr. Green. Yes. You should be so kind as to go into Mr. Botti's front right pocket and pick out the key that will unlock the safe containing our evidence so that we may destroy it once and for all.
Why me?
Why not?
Okay.
Where'd you get that?
My pockets, I don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No, just germs. 1 second, sorry, these are a bit finicky to get on. Sorry.
It's just a pocket.
I'm going in. That was I shouldn't have said that. Okay.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's warm. The body's. I feel it. I just can't get a grip on it. Glove makes it. Ah, got it.
Give it here.
You're supposed to open. Try opening it.
So you pull him down.
It's empty.
Empty!
I told you Mr. Botti was a liar. Had the evidence in the briefcase my foot.
Where's all the evidence?
We must find that evidence.
And destroy it.
Okay, but evidence against us aside, we're still in a room with 2 dead bodies.
And the cops are on their way. They look asleep, don't they?
Forget about the body. Okay, we need to do something about this room full of murder weapons and the homicidal maniac on the loose.
I have an idea. We'll put the weapons into the bag.
That's a box.
It's a British thing. We call it your fish, our chips. No, not that. No.
What good will this do?
Well, then we will put the weapons in the bag and zip up the bag.
Most murderers know how zippers work, Mr. Watson.
Still not a zip.
Well, then we will put the zipped up bag into the hallway, into the safe.
It's a weird hill to die on.
Are British people dumber than me?
I don't think that's possible.
The safe is in the hallway. This way. Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a real problem. I'm in need of a safe right now. I think you're all in need of a safe. Now, we have a proposition. How would you like this evening to be the very first time in your life that you are a safe? Sure! The sure was full of assuredness. Now, in order to be our safe, you have to do 2 very special, very meticulous steps. Can you do that?
I think so.
All right. Have you ever done the hokey pokey? You haven't? Let me explain. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in, you shake it all about. Good, keep it there, keep it up. Right. Put your left foot in, left foot out, left foot in, shake it all about. Perfect, stop right there. Ladies and gentlemen, the safe is open. The next important step that requires absolute silence is for us to put the bag of weapons into the safe. Are you ready? I mean the bag of not weapons. Alright, ready? And it's in. The very last and most important step of any safe, because right now, anybody could just go in and grab these. Automatically locking safes. That was impeccable. Thank you, Sim. Thank you.
All right, Wadsworth. That's an incredibly safe and secure safe. Never seen one quite like that. But now that you've locked it, what are you going to do with the key?
Please.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Wait, but what if you're the murderer?
Well, I'm not.
What if you are?
All right, I have an idea. We'll throw the key outside.
We are not serious. No, but it's really inexcusable.
I'm not suggesting that we go outside. I'm simply saying that we stand from the inside, open the door, and toss out the key.
Great idea. But you'd have to open up the door to do that, wouldn't you?
Yes, that is how doors work. Did they teach you that in medical school?
Yeah. What if the killer is outside that door?
Better outside the door than inside.
Yes, but if we open up that door, you're just letting him back in.
Well, if we open the door, maybe we would encourage the killer to go out.
The killer seems to be doing a fine job of opening and closing doors all by himself. I don't see how us opening the door for one tiny second could possibly make any sort of a difference.
The difference is, when we open the door, standing there is the killer. We throw the key out, and he catches the key. Now the killer has the key, and he can lock doors and unlock doors and do what you do with the key.
Colonel, I believe we may be overthinking this.
It's a first.
Toss the keys out of the door. On the count of 3, are you ready? 1, 2, 3!
He didn't look like a killer.
It's one to know. She's the killer.
Yes!
Don't worry, I've got this. Out of the way, Wadsworth. Interrogation is my specialty.
Oh, no.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb the whole household. My car broke down and, well, I was wondering if I could come in and use your phone.
That's great. One question. Are you a killer? What? No! Right, come on in.
Well, where is it?
What, the body?
No. The phone. What body?
What body? Good question. Do you know what body is talking about?
All right. What two bodies lying on the couch?
Sorry. The couch. And our lounge and the study. Sorry, it's confusing this night. And the phone there, the connection, the shots. But you could use the phone that you have available in the lounge.
Oh, righty then.
Right this way, sir. They are all part of the Impulse dance team. They are practicing dancing. Look at them go. They are shut up! Stop! Don't slide.
Hey, you're the nice stuff. Tell him I say what's up.
Can I get a dap up though?
Wow, I really fooled him.
Oh.
All right, listen up. Our task is twofold. 1, find the evidence. 2, find the murderers.
We've got one potential suspect locked inside the lounge, but that leaves the rest of this place up for grabs. Who knows what's behind all those doors? I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We'll split up and search the house.
Split up?
Right, we'll split into pairs. That way no one will be alone. But what if one of us is paired with the killer? But then we would know who the killer is.
No! Then the other half of the pair would be dead.
This is war, Peacock. What? Casualties are inevitable. You cannot make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Every cook would tell you that.
But look what happened to the dog!
Colonel, I'm willing to take this chance.
What choice do we have?
None. I suppose you're right.
All right, I'll do the honors of splitting us up.
Oh, great.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
No, we're not
That's a
doing
tiger.
No, not that either. No. Mrs. White, you will come with me.
Thank you.
Miss Peacock, you're with Professor Plum. Mr. Green, you're with Yvette. And Miss Scarlet, you're with Eeny Meeny.
Miny, mo.
No, but what if someone like me doesn't come back?
Then we will remember you fondly. Now go and leave no door unopened. And remember to cherish your partner, as this may be the very last person you ever see.
Great.
Yeah, I know.
So, where to first?
They had a nickname for me back in the war. Napoleon Bonaparte. Great nickname.
Hopefully not again. Well, go on. I'll be right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
But why? It's just the two of us. We're alone.
That's just it, Mrs. White. No man in his right mind would ever be alone with you.
Ah. Well, if you go in that one, I'll go in this one. Are you going in?
Yes. On the count of 3. 1, 3.
Are any of you a killer at all?
No? Stairs? No, no one.
Nothing in that room either.
Nothing.
Might I suggest that we search the ballroom?
Oh, sure.
Not gonna make that joke.
How about you open the door?
You open the door.
I insist. No, you can go.
My. This is quite an impressive library.
Oh, how am I supposed to know what to find? I don't even know what I'm looking for.
The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not been able to answer despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want?
Your fancy words do not intimidate me, Professor.
I take no credit, Miss Peacock. That Freud, that man's onto something.
Now is not the time for academic pursuit. You've got to find the evidence.
It's a fruitless search if you ask me. I mean, it's not like we're just going to walk into a room and find a clue plastered on the wall.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Come on. Maybe we'll be excited by something in the bedroom.
Oh, I've been excited about anything in a bedroom for years.
I'm feeling a little anxious. I'm at the big house, the one on the hill, and I've been locked in the lounge. There's a whole group of people here. I think they're having some sort of party. And the funny thing is, I recognize one of them. Yeah, my regular Tuesday night passenger.
There you are.
You'll never believe what I found in the hallway. Professor Plum's stupid tobacco pipe.
Ah, what do you suppose that means?
Who knows? But it seems suspicious if you ask me.
I just did.
This is the last room left to search in this beastly mansion, and we still haven't found the evidence.
I feel our time has been productive, nevertheless.
Oh, aren't you a Pollyanna?
You're a brave and determined lady, Miss Scarlet. I've really enjoyed our time together. I hope we can remain friends after this expedition. Is that it? I mean, really, murders aside, it's just a lovely group of people. Suppose I would like to know how Mrs. White lost her veil in the billiard room.
You found the White's veil in the billiard room?
I did.
Odd.
Odd?
Odd. A trap door. A trap door leading to a secret passage. Come on.
Ladies first, Scarlet.
How heroic.
You're welcome. Where are we now?
How should I know? The lights are on.
Turn them on.
I would if I could see anything.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to feel my way around.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Chair,
A telephone?
table,
A body?
body. Get me out of here! There's another one. There's a
Body here
Let us in! Let us in!
Let us out! Let us out!
We can't let you out. The door to the lounge is locked.
You had the key, Wadsworth. You locked the motorist in here.
That's right. That's right. I do. I did. I don't. The key is gone.
I have an idea. Would you get us out of here with a dead body in here?
There's no other option. I'm gonna have to break down that door. Stand back. I'm a doctor.
I stopped shooting at you. You may come out now.
Why were you shooting at us?
See door?
You could have killed us.
I said stand back.
Okay, we should really add getting the key to that door. Priority list. Say, French, where'd you find that gun anyway?
C'est safe, I don't know.
Unlocked! You had one job.
Okay, not to beat a dead horse, but I feel like it's the key. I thought you said you'd throw away the key, Wadsworth.
I did, and I was going to throw away the key that we locked the safe with, but we got distracted by the motorist at the door, and then one of you must have taken the key from my pocket while we were searching the house.
So, whichever one of them took the key is the killer.
Precisely.
Speaking of the killer, there's a dead body in the lounge, you know. The motorist is dead. All right. Which one of you killed him? We found him together.
And he was already dead.
Well, how were you in the lounge if the door to the lounge was locked?
We went through a secret passageway we found in the conservatory.
A secret passageway? Who designs this place?
That would be Hasbro. Ladies and gentlemen, it has not been an hour yet. It should not be the police.
Police.
You open the door. I'm gonna open the door. It is the polite thing to do. I am nothing if not a gentleman. Mind slip over there, please.
It's my
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, officer. How do you do? We've been expecting you.
Huh?
We haven't. No, we haven't.
I got a tip about an abandoned car parked
Sorry, the wind.
near the gates of this house. Did a motorist stop by for help by any chance?
Was it 10, 15 minutes ago?
There seems to be some sort of disagreement. At any rate, may I come in and use your phone?
Yes, you can use the one. How about the one over here in the lounge?
Out of order.
Of course, my bad. The dog could shoot that one. How about the one in the study?
Yeah, fine. I shoot that one.
Please, sir, you may use the phone that we have available in the library.
You're all acting, especially him, rather peculiar.
That is because our chandelier.
I love that.
Crystallized glass everywhere.
It could have stolen it fall down, but it's been thankfully I made you better clean it up.
That's all well and good. But what's going on in the lounge and the study?
Lounging, studying, the huge.
Let me have a look.
No, thank you.
What?
This way, please.
Actually, I'd like to take a look around if you don't mind.
Of course, officer. As a matter of fact, let me take you on a full guided tour of Boston Manor. How does that sound?
That sounds lovely.
Right this way, then.
You're gonna love every room that's not the lounge and setting.
Honestly, there's nothing you can see in there. So, Barty Manor was first constructed in 1784 when Lord Reginald Barty had done so. You know, Lord Reginald Barty was first declared Lord Barty after he had discovered an antibody that would save absolutely everybody. Don't look there! Don't look there! Look at, extend down at the mahogany flooring. Did you know that in the late 1800s, Connolly and John Escometic used mahogany in creation of news?
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Notice the brass
I don't
rails of
care
all
about
these people.
More people, mister. What's going on around here? More specifically, those 2 rooms?
Which 2 rooms are you talking about, sir?
The lounge and the study, the only other.
Right, those 2 rooms. No, officer, please, don't go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all too shocking. My apologies.
May I take a peek in the lounge now?
Certainly.
How do you do, officer? Set.
Oh, no, I can't.
So roll up in there.
I can't shoot it.
Kill it if you do, kill it if you don't. Huh? I'm really drunk right now. Can you do this?
Bye-bye now. Well,
I can explain it.
there's no need. There's nothing illegal about any of this.
There's not.
Of course not. This is America, and that was the pursuit of happiness. May I use your phone now?
Right this way, officer. The library.
Let's not keep happening. I'm not touching another dead body. You've already
Take out the phone.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, they seem like a better guy. Maybe we shouldn't touch that boss.
All of you. Good job. That was very impressive. The making out with dead body is kind of weird. Listen. I've locked him in the library.
And how'd you do that? I thought you didn't have the keys.
I didn't have my right pocket keys, but my left pocket key was perfectly intact.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. We must continue searching the manor. We must find the evidence quickly before the police arrive.
But the police already came.
Not the broken down car police. We have 2 dead bodies on our couch police.
Precisely. We must find the evidence now. And we can't afford any more martyrs. This is getting dangerous. Now go.
Hello? Hello? Power outage? Oh, hello, Chief. Yes, this is... Hello? Hello? Somebody put the line. Hello? Who turned out the light? Hello? It's just you. I thought you was a killer. Hello? Is this phone working? Did you find the clue what is up in your head? Oh, good. You can hear me. See, got a tip about a abandoned car near the gates of this old mansion where all the lights just went out. I'm telling you, Chief, there's something And you'll never believe who I just saw.
No!
I hate no car.
Whoever keeps switching the
I'm
lights
scared of the
off,
dark.
stop switching the lights off. Getting really annoying.
Do you hear that?
It sounds like a phone is off its hook.
It's coming from the library.
That's where the killer must be! Yeah.
You're being sarcastic.
I'm going in.
Aren't you afraid?
Of course. Of what? Fate worse than death? No, just death. Excuse me, Mr. Police Officer, sir. Are you alright? Do you need any assistance? A phone book, perhaps?
Move it! Hey, listen here, Copper. The butler asked you a question. Hang up the phone now, or I will!
We should be safe here in the billiard room.
I don't feel safe!
I can't relax.
How about a rabbit hole to pass the time? That's a good idea. Great idea.
And your singing time! La!
Walk slow.
Three murders and 3 minutes.
That's our best record.
3 murders.
6 altogether.
The cup, Mr. Body, the cop, the motorist, the event, and the singing telegram.
Okay, yes, but who is the murderer?
Ain't that the million-dollar question?
Mrs. Stoddard, I find that sometimes the most obvious answer is hidden right beneath our noses. Perhaps the best course of action is to retrace our steps over the course of this evening to find who the killer may be. It all started like this. At the start of the evening, there was thunder, lightning, dogs barked. Ding dong! Colonel Mustard. Ding dong! Mrs. White, who noticed, Yvette. Mrs. Peacock, who noticed. Then, Mr. Green. Sit! Not you, sir. Please come in. Professor Plum and Miss Scarlet. Then dinner is served. Well, that was more like a cocktail minute. To the dining room. Shark fin soup, my favorite. Then Mr. Botty arrived, and we all went to the study. Hey, who is this Mr. Body Butler? How do you do? Mr. Botty instructed me to pass out packages to each of you. Here you go, 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 here. Ah! A snake! Then the lights went off. And Botty was dead. Not really. Really, he was pretending to be dead, but we didn't know it. That's when Mrs. Peacock went and drank Mr. Botty's drink. Poison! Someone had to stop her from yelling. That's when we heard, to the billiard room! And Mrs. Peacock arrived late. I'm an old southern woman with a bad hip and got poisoned. That's when Mrs. White asked, is there anybody else in this house? To which we all replied, Zayhawk, who we found with a dagger in her back. So funny, so funny. I don't sound like that. You sound like this. I suggested that we take the quick spotty and move it into the study.
You're in a lot of awful. Some of us are in heels.
But when we arrived in the study, Mr. Botty's body was gone. Then Mrs. Peacock entered with Bottie's body on her body because Bottie had been bludgeoned on his bean. Then the briefcase. Empty. That's when the motorist arrived. Are you a killer? And I locked him in the lounge. Dead. Then the unexpected police officer. You're all acting rather peculiar. You knew, sir. And I locked him in the library. Dead. That's when the maid was strangled in the billiard room. We need motivation to bring that man up. Dead. Which brings us to I am your singing telegram. Bed dead. And here we all are.
What does it prove, huh?
Nothing. Well,
Enough of this. I know who the murderer is.
You do?
I do.
all right, Miss Scarlet. We're all listening. Whom do you accuse?
It was Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver.
Liar!
We all heard the gun go off, Professor, and I found your stupid tobacco pipe here when we were searching the house. Where'd you drop it, huh? While scoping out the best vantage point to kill your next victim? I bet that poor singing telegram girl was an old patient of yours, right?
I've never seen that girl a day in my life before.
The gun is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the killer.
You won't be able to tell anybody if you're all dead.
That may be so, Professor. But if we are alive, officers, there's your man.
Well done, Wadsworth.
What's license?
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. I'm Hank. Hank Cuffs, Chief of Police. And, Professor Plum, you're coming with me.
That's not how it happened. It happened like this.
We are listening, Professor. Whom do you accuse?
It was Colonel Mustard in the lounge with the wrench.
I never lounge!
I found your metal motorist next to the motorist, who was killed with a wrench to the head. That wrench belonged to you.
That's a lie.
The wrench is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the wrench is the killer.
Okay.
Well done.
Well
Officers,
done.
there's your man. Not a kernel of truth in him.
Good job. Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yeah, well, whew, I'm saying it now. I'm Hank Scott, no, I'm not. I'm guilty verdict. Chief of Police, Colonel Mustard. You're coming with me.
That's not how it happened. It happened like this.
Realistically, whom do you accuse?
It was Mrs. White in the billiard room with the rope.
I'd rather die.
I found your veil in the billiard room, and I saw how you sneered when Yvette served you dinner.
It's true. I hated Yvette. She had a torrid love affair with my late husband. I hated her the flames. The flames on the side of my face, just breathing, heaving breaths. That does not prove that I killed her.
Well, the rope is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses.
Well done, Wadsworth!
So done, Wadsworth.
I am saying it now.
Hello, madam. I am Mark Mverts, Chief of Police. And you, Mrs. White.
That's not how it happened! It happened like this!
We are listening, Mrs. White. Whom do you accuse?
Was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with a dagger? I saw your feather by the corpse.
The dagger is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your...
Done, Wadsworth! That's my dad!
Yeah, well, I'm Mary B. Hatcher.
Chief of Police.
But that's not what happened.
It happened like
this. It was, of course, Miss Scarlet in the library with the candlestick.
Chief of Police!
Scarlet. I don't give a damn.
This is the high school edition!
I would like to formally issue an apology to everyone watching the show this evening. I got caught up in the moment because really, it all happened like this.
Oh, dear.
Stand by, Chief. We're all getting out of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know who the murderer is.
Oh.
All of you. Great! All of you are guilty.
You can't prove anything, Mr. Wadsworth.
I'm not Mr. Wadsworth. I'm Mr. Body.
Wait, how can you be Mr. Body if Mr. Body bled all over me?
It wasn't Mr. Body who was the leader.
If Body wasn't Body, then who was he?
He was Wadsworth, my butler.
He's not British.
But if you're the real Mr. Body, what was your purpose in dragging all of this out?
Well, when you started murdering people, I decided to, roll the dice, see if you'd self-implode, kill off my entire network of spies and informers, which you all did splendidly, by the way, leaving your fingerprints on every glass, doorknob, and dead body in this house. So now I have each of you on the hook for murder. Petty crimes and bribery are one thing, Mrs. Peacock. But murder? No, this could get expensive.
But why this whole charade?
Yes, the searching of the house and the retracing of our steps.
Because it's all part of the game! Well, yeah, I'm relaxed now. Can't you see how relaxed I am? Do you see, you in the camera, do you see how relaxed I am? Sorry. Now that you've killed everyone. There's no evidence left in this. I've got enough. Scott free.
You'll never get away with all this. The police will be here any minute.
What's so funny?
Nobody's called the police, have they?
They were never on their way.
Now listen up, you reprobates. We're gonna take the dead bodies, stack them in the cellar, close the cemetery, leave body men one by one, and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I can't forget all this.
My professor, with murder on the menu, the price of blackmail just tripled.
Forgot.
Now move.
Wait a minute. We can all rush him. He's got no more bullets left in that gun.
You don't think I'm gonna fall for that stupid old trick?
It's not a trick. There was one shot at Mr. Body in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the thingy telegram girl.
That sounds 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
Oh yeah? Where there was only one shot that caught the chandelier.
7.
That's 1 plus 2 plus 1.
No, even if you were right, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I see.
You're not doing
So,
that.
no, it's 1 plus 1.
Yes,
No,
1
no, no,
plus 1.
Shut up! The point is, there's one more bullet left in this gun. And anybody who moves is gonna get it.
So what? You're just going to keep blackmailing us and we're supposed to pretend like this never happened?
Of course. Why not?
I'll tell you why not. Larry Goodman, FBI! The game is up.
Or is it?
Miss me? Hold this, please.
You're incredible.
Apparently my dead bringer for Green took his place tonight to get a sting operation. generation. He got a letter just like each of you, only he came to the Bureau for help.
Some stink. 6 people died on your watch!
Yeah, I usually work the desk.
Oh.
It's a bit out of my comfort zone. Regardless, my beat's property crime. You know, theft, fraud, the like. Which is why I was so tickled when the real Mr. Wadsworth, your butler, came and dropped up a briefcase full of evidence last night.
You've had the evidence this whole time?
All right here.
That's so big.
It's a locking bit in a small envelope. Miss Scarlett's books detailing why she killed the cop, who's listed right here on her payroll. A love letter addressed to Professor Plum. That singing telegram girl was the daughter of the head of you-know-who. Who would have come clean to Daddy? Who would have cleaned up Professor Plum? So you killed her.
That's private property.
What? Where'd he go? Guys!
He ran away.
You let him? Where? Up there. Up there. Hey! Back over here. Hey, I paid $5. No. Stay along. There's a clearly marked box on the floor. These negatives, Colonel. I'm sure you couldn't be in Colonel anymore. The motorist had informed the General where he drives you on Tuesday nights, was it?
I just wanted somebody to talk to.
Sharp skin soup indeed, Miss Peacock. Too bad the cook couldn't keep quiet. If only she hadn't blabbed about your briberies, you wouldn't have had to kill her just before joining us in the billiard room. Now we know what really took you so long.
Circumstantial evidence will never hold up in a court of
Circumstantial
law.
evidence, you're right, but this notarized record from the cook will. No.
Oh.
Miss White, you really did hate Yvette, didn't you?
Flames.
Oh my.
Flames. The side of my
I get it. Flames, face. In this envelope is a vial containing your fingerprints from your previous murders.
I never murdered my husband's.
Fingerprints I'm sure the FBI will be able to trace back to those on the noose tied around Yvette's neck.
Ah, that might.
Lastly, Mr. Bobby Body.
Silly name.
It's Robert. You didn't hate Yvette at all, did you?
What's it to you?
Illicit green card love affair is the icing on the cake of this FBI file. An FBI file on the entire Body family. Your little butler, Wadsworth, he's been feeding us information for months. Talk about a real American.
He was British.
I mean, I see why you'd want to kill him. Your first shot missed in the study, but he wisely played dead. It wasn't until you caught him trying to escape that you bludgeoned him to death with the lead pipe I dropped on my way to the kitchen.
I mean, really, who drops a murder weapon?
I didn't know the murder weapon when I dropped it! Sorry. The Body family has been wanted for organized crime for generations, but they've always eluded the law. Until now. Tonight, the body business comes to a dead end.
You leave my family out of this! Ow, 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 ow. You! Please, any of you! Connor!
I don't have
Connor! Connor! Please. It hurts so bad. Have you ever been shot before? Second air, please, Connor. Connor, please, I'm begging you.
No, come.
Oh, we're doing this again.
He's dead.
Not yet!
No! Down!
Smile. When your heart is aching, smile. Even though it's breaking. If I knew you were coming, I would have baked you a cake. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's so cold. Nobody applauds that. That does not deserve applause. Seriously?
I would do no such thing.
Alright guys, I'm gonna cut. This is the most fun I have had in a long time. But it is late and you are all under arrest. Officers! Goodman recorded confessions of their murders in the billiard room.
Ah, that saves.
Yeah, well, that's a great job. If I'm counting like a lot of these rapscallions, who's done it?
Everybody.
She did it!
Everybody else. Just not me.
But you know who killed Mr. Body over
I
here?
didn't see him there.
It was me, Special Agent Larry Goodman, in the hall with my gun.
Well done, Goodman.
That's what he said.
And that's how it's really happened. I'm so sorry. Are you guys okay? Everyone okay? Okay, you know what? This is going on far too long. I'm sorry. Officers, take him away. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
All right,